Good morning, everybody, and welcome to a holiday edition of Sky Harbor Live. My name is Slaven. I run a page called Fly Phoenix Sky Harbor, and this has been filmed on Labor Day weekend. So let's figure out what we have going on. Hopefully you guys are having a good weekend. I literally just got off of work, so I figured I'm gonna come plane spot for a little bit and then go spend time with the family. Pretty active day here at the airport. Alrighty guys. Just getting some stuff set up very quickly, and we're about to watch some planes. So up next we have a Boeing 737 Southwest headed to Denver. Apparently I cannot work my phone today. Happy Labor Day, guys. I'm positioned in a very awkward place. It might be a little more difficult to track these planes, but our goal for today is to try and catch the Boeing 787 as it departs for Dallas. Also, it doesn't help that I'm 6'3" and my tailgate of my car is kind of jamming into the back of my head. But I think I have a fix for that. So camera is slowly going to be moved so I can stand better. Hopefully it does not cause any issues with this stupid thing. Alright guys, so I'm having issues with my internet service provider, which is Verizon, so let me know if I glitch at any second, because I'm looking at the stream health and it's showing all sorts of red lights. So I'm actually going to be talking to either T-Mobile or AT&T and possibly getting a better hotspot, because it's kind of becoming an issue here. And it's unfortunate since I do pay for it, and yeah. But we're going to be live for like an hour today because I had to spend some time with family. And And if you guys are wondering, it's kind of a cool and crisp 90 degrees, 97 degrees right now, right before the heat hits. As you can see, we're getting quite a bit of traffic lining up. So somewhat of an active morning here at the airport already. Yep, I downsized it to 1080p because I don't want it to glitch. And as you can see, these are the shots I really like. Personally, you can do 4K, but it's a little bit overkill for the stream. All of my other videos are in 4K, so yeah, that is the main reason why I'm out this morning, because if you guys have been tuning in, I am not a heat person. Actually, I think yesterday my entire family broke down, and I think we're ready to get the hell out of Arizona. So the Southwest Airlines we're looking at the end of the runway right now is actually headed to Reno, Nevada. Home to the now defunct AHA Air, aka Spirit of Halloween Airlines. Also, some sad news. I know yesterday we were joking about the Terminal 4 garage and somebody driving in there. Apparently the person did not make it, so it was a suicide. So like I always say, if you need help or know anybody that needs help, speak up. It's okay to speak up. Prayers to the family and condolences to the family of the victim. That was an unfortunate thing yesterday because airline traffic was busy, and then getting to the airport was virtually impossible. Kind of was unfortunate that we maybe made some insensitive jokes, so apologize about those, guys. But we didn't know the severity of the thing yesterday. In a sense, if you look at it, most of the stuff that we do watch is 1080p because a lot of our broadcast stuff is set up. So right now we have a WestJet that is headed to Calgary, Canada. It's lined up. It's a WestJet 737-700 CT. WestJet is one of our international airlines here at Sky Harbor. So let's see. We'll be live for like till 10:15. So let's catch a little bit of action before we kick off the remainder of our holiday weekend, guys. And I know last time I called it Memorial Day, so my bad. It's Labor Day. I have been up since about 4:30 in the morning. I had to go work this morning, so we just finished up. I saw the 787 above, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go film that plane for my friends. There's WestJet's small boy leaving. I have never been to Canada. I've been meaning to go. I hear Vancouver's really nice though. And let's see how much runway this 737 is going to use this morning. And shout out to all the people that are working today. You're helping the country run. Looks like we have a little 737 MAX. Chances are he's probably headed either to Hawaii or something. I don't know. I'm not monitoring flight radar. So crazy how large these engines are on the Maxes. You totally forget about them. And over there we have a little small boy taking off. Looks like a Pilatus PC-12. All right, let's check the chat, see what you guys are doing. Anybody have any good barbecue? That Max was actually headed to Vegas. I was terribly wrong. And up next we have an American Airlines A319. This thing is headed to St. Louis. Yeah, I know we all made jokes about that yesterday. It's a sad situation. Like, I know it's always fun to joke about stuff, but people are going through a lot of stuff today. So talk to your friends, make sure they're okay, because I just want to make sure everybody's good with their mentals. Little baby Airbus headed to St. Louis. Also, if Josephine comes and watches this later, hi Josephine, hopefully you're having a lovely day. I always like to leave messages to people that might not be joining us so they can at least know that we're thinking of them. And hopefully Dennis and AWR show up later. And then our other moderator, Corey, hopefully he's enjoying his time off today. Corey was the gentleman that danced for us the other day. He's a ramp agent here. Position myself better so I can do these tracks easier. So give me 1 second as I walk around the car. Alrighty, this position makes it easier for me, but anyways, I thought about going on live earlier or later today, but this heat is no joke, and I don't want to be stuck in it anymore. So I figured I'd take advantage of the early morning hours. As you can see, it looks like the Copperheads are getting ready to leave, or some of them have left. One of my friends just landed in Milwaukee, and he says because Air Force One there's a temporary flight restriction, and I think he might be doing a drone job, so hopefully it doesn't last his entire trip, because it could actually hinder his ability to fly anything. I've had that happen to me before, where I've gone on a job and there was a temporary flight restriction, and it's literally costed me money on a shoot. And the last plane of the late morning rush that we are witnessing at Sky Harbor. Pretty eventful beginning to the stream. Hey Mr. Blue Jet, I'm doing good, man. A little bit better. I did a hike this morning and decided we were filming a hike at work, and now I've decided I'm gonna come here and stream for a little bit. This plane is actually headed to Puerto Vallarta. My goal is to just get the American Airlines 787. This gives me time to rest my back a little bit. So for those of you that don't know, I hurt my back on Friday. It's getting better. It's like a broken record, I sound like it, but it'll get better. Not bad, we got a lot of action in the first 12 minutes. This is like an advertisement for Southwest right now, but let's see what else we have departing. It shows at 10 a.m. the plane that I came here for is going to depart, so hopefully they're correct. And then it looks like our next batch of departures are going to be around 9:45. And American Airlines has officially been delayed. So anyways, let's look around the airport a little bit, what we got, and then we'll see what we do from here. Southwest planes are just waiting for their next adventure. Our Japanese friend is back. Welcome back, my friend. And then let's see this little CRJ that is just popped out of nowhere. So we have a little CRJ that is headed to Roswell. I know we all said it, but the back of a CRJ looks like Sid from Ice Age. There's our vast airport. You can look into the vastness of it. Also, it looks like over at the Jackson Air Center, there's a whitetail, some type of plane that we do not know what it is. So if anybody works down there, looks like an army plane or something military related. I think it's like an E3, whatever it is, E3B, whatever people call it. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chats. Yeah, that is definitely an army plane or an Air Force plane. And on the arrival, we have a Delta A321 coming in from Atlanta. He is on final to runway 7 left, I believe. If the camera decides to focus on him. These A321s are becoming a workhorse for Delta. I also know that Delta did order a bunch of new Boeing 737 Maxes, so it's good to see an American company get some business, but at the same time, Boeing should not get a pass for some of their past fiascos. And we got a parallel double shot. Landing and takeoff. Then going back to see the reverse thrusters. Not bad today, not bad at all. Perfect. So the plane that we were looking at is a Navy E-6B. The military jet that we're looking at, not this. This is an Airbus. While we wait for another takeoff, I'll lock you guys in so I can rest. We have 69 people watching. That's nice. 73. Hey, Jose Hernandez. And hello, Maria Ramos Maria. Dang, Kate. language, ma'am. No, I'm kidding. I bet you that Detroit is pretty insane right now with the air traffic. Alrighty, so we have an American Airlines A320 that is about to depart to the mentioned airport, Detroit. So he's lining up on that runway over there, ready for its initial roll. And he's off to Detroit, and my back tensed up, so that's why I was shaky. But that was the plane we were talking about earlier. Little Navy plane, apparently. And this looks like a little Mesa Airlines CRJ. And then we're getting a United Evo Blue that's showing up right now, so far so fun. Alrighty, I'm seeing a red light, which means it might be the time the Verizon starts glitching. We're starting to experience some technical issues right now. Happy Labor Day, everybody. Also, have any internet service providers you recommend for me, because up to here with Mr. Verizon here. I know even Kevin was having issues with Verizon here. We're having little outages here, I can notice. And looks like the United that is the first one to depart is going to be headed to Denver. And here you have a nice little tail collection of Deltas and Sun Country. I believe the high in Phoenix is going to be like 109, but currently it's sitting at like 97 or 98. So I won't be staying much longer. I'm going to run home very soon, so probably for another quick 10 minutes. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a show before, because I can already feel I'm going to be having some little technical issues very soon. But we're working on getting these kinks out, considering this is week 2 of our stream, so it's a learning experience, not gonna lie. And he is off to Denver. So on my computer I have this whole status light, so every time the status light turns red I freak out. So it's like playing mind games with me right now, guys. And we have a little Embraer, American Airlines Embraer, that is headed to El Paso. I used to take this quite often when I worked at GCU. Prior to this, it used to be served by a Mitsubishi or regional jet. A Bombardier, whatever it is. Yeah, Thomas, I'm having issues, man. Like Verizon is like, so anytime the stream freezes, Verizon Verizon hits like a dead spot here. So I actually am going to either T-Mobile or I'm going to look at AT&T, because I think I've exceeded the abilities of this hotspot that I have here right now. So it's just annoying because yesterday we had like 340 people and then the stream froze. I really wonder what that Navy plane is doing here. That is a plane I will always bring up because I'm really confused what it is doing here. This 737 looks quite heavy. Alright, let me double check some stuff. Check the chat, make sure you guys are doing well in there. Who's excited to go back to work? Actually, I have looked into the Starlink, but I think that might kind of be overkill for what we're doing. But we'll give it a test. And this plane is actually headed to San Luis Obispo. I believe my brother is over there purchasing a vehicle right now. Trust me guys, this stream is only going to get better. Like, I feel like every time we do this, we have issues, but then we end up learning from the issues, and as a result we're a lot better at this. And I'm not going to be pushy, I'm not going to make you guys buy any memberships or anything. Eventually I will try and get some sort of fund And we're back to normal view. That is the beauty of being a one-man show, because then you're trying to figure stuff out. No, it's just I accidentally turned on something that I didn't know how to turn off. My bad. Alrighty, we have officially fixed. So, also, I will eventually be looking for some help for this because I'd like to monitor the computer a lot easier. I guess we're reaching a pretty big issue, like with some of the stupid computer problems. Laura, to be honest, I have no idea what happened, but we're working to. Let's see, he looks like Sid in the back. This is going to be the channel where we are human, we make mistakes. Also, I'm looking to upgrade my streaming card that I have here, because this current one I may have actually exceeded that too. Alrighty, so this CRJ that is lining up is on its way to Fresno. Look at how clean the wing on the Southwest is. That's a squeaky clean plane right now. I'm really wondering what happened with it going purple and stuff. That's like kind of bugging me right now, to be honest. When I told my friend I was going to run a live stream, he literally told me, you're going to have a lot of issues. Yep, Jungle Cruise Captain, like I always say, perfection is attained through repetition. So The more we do this, the better we get. So I appreciate you guys for being here with my growing pains. It is, I'm honored that you guys choose to watch me. Hello, dude. The engines on these Neos are amazing. They're massive. And here we have another Southwest pushing back. Oh, Ryanair landings are controlled chaos, to be honest. I like watching them because you always wonder how much the people actually, yeah, you save money on travel, but how much are you going to spend on chiropractors? I will admit Ryanair is like, they're the goats when it comes to social media. I'm a man doing multiple jobs, hosting, complaining, tech support, filming Southwest pilots, you know. Typical Monday in my household. And our next plane that is rolling out is an American Airlines A320. And I already forgot where he's headed. Somewhere exotic. Steep takeoff by the baby bus. But hey, the way I look at it, at least during this stream, you can rewatch it minus the purple part. You can see a lot of planes taking off. And up next is a Delta Airlines headed to Salt Lake City. It's a 737. This plane actually replaced an A319 they used to use. I haven't seen the A319 in a couple of months. I think eventually this route will be served by a CS series or Airbus A220. Also, to me, I don't understand how some people can do this plane spotting live thing for like 5 or 6 hours. Like, don't get me wrong, I love aviation, but at the same time, she's a heavy girl. At the same time, after a while, I just kind of get bored of it. I know I'm not supposed to say that to you guys, but at the same time, it's like, all right, we'll spend an hour, hour and a half together, hang out, talk. And we have a Beach Super King that's lined up next. Thanks, Patrick. Which plane? Is it another one, or was it the one that crashed in the Baltic Ocean? Because that was a crazy story. I don't know if you guys have heard, but there was a Cessna Citation that went down in Baltic Sea. It ended up actually the pilots lost consciousness and the plane just flew and ran out of gas. So it's a sad situation. Goodbye, Mr. Beach. And up next on our takeoff roll is going to be an Alaskan Airlines 737. I know I've said it multiple times, but it's one of my favorite airlines. Perfect, thank you, Tim. Honestly, this is what I want to turn this stream into. I know a lot of people will basically try and push you guys like, oh, we have a super chat, oh, let's click on here, buy a six. Honestly, I don't care about that. I just want you guys all to have fun, because plane spotting is my getaway. Like, I'm going to be straight up front with you guys. Next week I won't be as live as much. I got some business I got to do, but other than that, I'll try and be as live as many times as possible. Also, I really hope the 787 comes on this side, because it seems like there's a traffic jam, and if there's a traffic jam, they typically like to take off on the other runway. But from the looks of it, we are having a traffic jam appearing. As you can see, it's one plane after the other that's showing up. Hi, Jasper. Yeah, I'll be up front with you guys. I like to joke around. I try to be respectful with everything. Also, the one thing I'm kind of struggling with is I come from the film industry, so I really like to use stuff with permission. So what do you guys feel about using live ATC without the permission of the air traffic controllers? Do you think that's frowned upon? Could there be any infringement on like likeness and all that stuff? Because I would hate to be hit with any lawsuit or anything. So that is why lately I haven't been using the live stuff as much, like using my radio. Alrighty, I really hope this 787 comes this way. If you guys could see me right now, oh wow, 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 look at this, guys. We have the special One World livery 737 here. This is pretty cool. Yesterday we got the Stand Up to Cancer one, which was pretty cool thing to catch for us. Alrighty guys, I got some bad news for you. It looks like the American Airlines 787 will be taking off from the other runway. So our final plane will probably be the One World livery, because I want to spend time with my family, so that is what we will film. Yehuda, we typically get a lot of the cargo planes in the afternoon. So they usually show up in the afternoon, so yeah, that's my thing. Like I'll do some more research on it. I know a lot of other streamers do, but at the same time, like, I would just hate for somebody to have an issue with it. Also, how would you guys feel if I set up at a general airport one of these days? Like if I went to Goodyear Airport and we just filmed some general aviations, would you guys still tune in? That's perfect, Layla. You can actually listen to their ground stuff, and it'll tell you when to take off. I hear somebody making cuckooing noises. Is it him? And that looks like it's an A321, so let's figure out where this thing is headed. That's awesome, Mr. Blue Jet. So this plane is actually headed to Honolulu, and I envy them. It's an A321 headed to Honolulu. My parents are actually headed to Hawaii next week. They typically like to go, they would go home back to Serbia and Bosnia, but at the same time, when you go there, it really doesn't feel like a vacation because you're constantly traveling between the two countries. So their new go-to spot has been Hawaii. They've been going for the last 4 years and they absolutely love it. And a very smooth touchdown by this little CRJ. Now we wait, now we wait, now we wait. There There's a method to that madness that we just did. I'm gonna have to ask my friend Hugo that works in ATC what the protocol is for it. Close the door, come on, close it. There we go. It's been one of those days, guys. So next up we have a, what it looks like, 737, or no, A321 headed to Tucson. Unless my thing froze up. I don't know, lately it feels like flight radar has been extremely glitchy. Alrighty. Alrighty, this is a brand new one for me. I have no idea why it's turning purplish, so the joys of doing this. But I'm pretty good at doing some last minute tech savvy things on this. But anyways, we'll watch this plane push back, and once it pushes back, I'll give you guys my going away message. Actually, American Airlines also flies 737s out of here too. I've seen a few of them. Hello, my German friend. Hi, Josephine. I left you a message in the chat earlier because I didn't know if you were going to be on there, so I wanted to leave you a message in case you woke up and were watching this later. Let's see. So they're not all Airbuses. They have their one-word livery here. But anyways, guys, so I'm going to probably call it a day for right now. I'm going to go see what my issue was today with the coloring. And I just want to thank all of you guys for tuning in and spending at least an hour on this stream. I appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful holiday. Spend it with your loved ones, and make sure you always tell your loved ones you love them. So you guys have a wonderful day. Also, remember to like, subscribe, and follow for more. It helps us out quite a bit. So let's see this bad boy push out, and then that is it for us. Or is it? We may stay for just the Sun Country Airlines. I know somebody stated they wanted to see it, so we're going to see if we can see this plane. Thank you, Cuba. Good to have you back, man. We've missed you the past few shows. Ray, basically that's what's happening. The camera is starting to fry in this heat. Have a wonderful day, everybody.